If you're like me, you've probably wondered how much money does Valve make off of the CSGO community? How much from each case unboxing do they really earn? Well, I went ahead and tried to find out. Before we start, I want you to leave a quick comment saying how much you believe Valve has made off of CSGO skins since its introduction in 2013. At the end of the video, you'll be able to compare your guess to that estimate. So, how much has Valve actually made off of the CSGO community? Would it even be possible to know such a thing when Valve is a private company? Surprisingly, the answer is yes. It is possible to estimate a reasonable accurate number to this, and that's thanks to the fact we have a data on a lot of skins and how they come into existence. I'll have to explain some concept first on how this is possible, so we're all gonna be on the same page. According to CSGOflow.com, there are 691 billion skins. Each skin has a couple values that decide certain things. For example, there's a float value which dictates how much the skin should wear, and a pattern value which dictates where the skin should wear. Why would this be useful to figure out how much money Valve has made off of CSGO skins? Each skin has a particular unique float value, which means we can use this value to identify each skin easily. If there's two skins with the same float value and the same pattern ID, that skin has been duplicated, which there are numerous examples of. What CSGO Float does is that it indexes CSGO inventories and saves each skin's unique values into a giant browsable database. The reason we can trust that this data is not fake is because you can simply check that each skin of the skins in the database has at some point existed somewhere, has its own unique float value and pattern value, and a link to the actual skin in the Steam inventory it belongs to. Thanks to this database, we can find out that there are, for example, 772,000 AK-47s in the redline finish in existence, or 6 karambits in the case holder finish with a unique pattern ID of 69. This is a big part of the puzzle. The next part has to do with the case odds. Valve had to release the odds for regular CSGO cases due to the Chinese government back in 2017. Long story short, each rarity is 5 times rarer than the last. The lowest rarity that is possible to unbox from a CSGO case is roughly 80%. The next rarity tier is roughly 16%, then the next is 3.2%. Finally, the last rarity tier that's possible for a CSGO skin to be unboxed from regular CSGO case is 0.64%. If we for example have the number of a certain finish from a CSGO case and the rarity of that finish, we can use some simple math to figure out how many cases must have been opened to get that amount to be in circulation. If we also know how much each CSGO case costs to open, we can figure out how much the CSGO community has spent to get that many of this specific finish in CSGO. As many of my fellow case opening addicts know, each K for a case costs $2.5 and most cases cost only a couple cents. Now we have all the puzzle pieces we need to estimate how many cases has been opened. I'll leave the pure math used to get to this number in the description if you want to see it for yourself. There has been over 1 billion total cases opened since the introduction of skins in 2013, making Valve a minimum of $2.5 billion. From September 1st to October 1st, 2021, around 19.7 million cases were opened. That's about 7.5 cases every single second, which means a new knife gets unboxed about every 52 seconds. Since this video started, there's been 1,763 cases open and about 4.5 new knives, which has made Valve $4,407. Roughly 20.9 million unique accounts logged on CSGO past month, so on average almost each player opens one case every month. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you can understand what I say even with my Scandinavian accent.